Hello, I have a question for you. Have you ever just stopped and wondered how do all of these people come up with YouTube channels? I mean, you might even be wondering what is at the hands of him YouTube channel. Well, if you stay right here, just stay tuned. I am going to share with you everything you need to know about At the Hands of Him. All right, welcome back and welcome to At the Hands of Him. I'm Rolanda, and thanks for joining me. I'd like to share a little bit about me and how At the Hands of Him came to be, and then I'll share who this is for, what you can expect, and your role. Yep, you heard me. You have a role to play too. So let's get started. So, a little bit about me, and I do mean a little about me. I am a mother of two handsome young men, and I inherited a daughter in law. Now, let me stop right here and mention who I am to everybody because the first time they see this, they're going to be talking about, well, you didn't mention me, and I'm your cousin, and I'm your play sister 3 times removed. Okay, so look. I am a daughter. I am a granddaughter. I am a sister. I am a niece. I am a cousin. And I am a best friend. And I am here for all of it, okay? I love my family and my people. So that's enough about that. But I am a business owner. My nonprofit is At the Hands of Him. More to come on that. And I am an author, which we're going to get to later. Um, Let me see. When I'm not working, my full time HR job, I do ministry work with my business, and part of that is this YouTube channel. I love helping and encouraging other women so much that when I hear a need or if I see some woman who is hurting for some reason or another, the first thing you're going to hear me say is, what we need to do. How can I help? I'm always saying that because I know what it feels like to be on the other side of that hurt. And I would like to think that someone would be there to help me as well, right? So, bam, I'm ready to help you. That's what I do. I have a big personality when I'm operating in my lane and in my gifts, because that's when I can be myself without hesitation. I have quirky ways. I have a little sassy attitude. I'm a straight shooter. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. But you know what? I kind of do it with a little tactful sarcasm. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all hear that? It's like tactful sarcasm. Sometimes there's a need to drive a point home. And in order for you to get what I'm saying, I have to pull out that good old tactful sarcasm. So, but you know, I do it all in love. But my point is this: I care about you. So I'm going to keep it real. And sometimes that might take a straight shot at your throat, but it's okay. As long as you walk away with the point, that's all I'm after. You stand under me? You get it? All right, all right, all right, good, good. So, enough about me. What is At the Hands of Him? Well, it all started off as a place of pain. I went through a very, very dark season a couple of years ago, and it was so dark I didn't even realize or recognize who I was any longer. Everything I thought I was, everything I thought I was about, my career, my relationship, my finances, my motherhood, my womanhood, my status as a wife, all of that was pretty much taken away from me at the blink of an eye. And child, let me tell you, I was broken, jacked up, messed up, and lost. The pain, every time I think about it, I start getting all teary eyed, but I ain't gonna do that right now. So anyway, the pain that I felt in my heart was, it was a lot to bear. And so I began to second guess myself as a woman. I lost all sense of who God created me to be. And I literally hosted a one woman pity party that lasted for several months. And at one point, the enemy had my mind so far gone, I knew nothing else but to what? Call on Jesus. Jesus, help me, please. Jesus. Because there was a war going on in my mind, and I felt the presence of God when I called his name. It took me a minute to get there because I was in my pity party. But when I called on his name, I felt that sense of his nearness. And it was quiet when he came, to my rescue, finally. And then soon after that, God began to work on my heart. And over several months, God trained me on how to hear his voice. And to be honest, it wasn't until probably one day when God reminded me of who I was in Jesus. So um, it's funny because I kind of wrote about this in my book, but I wanted to kind of share it here with you guys. And what God was really saying was that I really need to get real about me, right? Not about him, but about myself, because he already knew who I was. I was the one who lost the memo, right? And he couldn't get his character to shine through me if I continued to hide and to put on facades. It's like, everything was okay. And so God spoke really intimately to me, and he said, pretty much, he said, you know what? I know this is how you see yourself. But dear, you have been misinformed for a long time now. That's not how I made you. God didn't make me the way that I was, and it wasn't that how he saw me. And so he basically told me until I stopped going against the grain of what he was trying to accomplish in me and allow him to remove the spiritual cataracts, from my eyes, that I was going to continue with this warped image, and that was false, and then I was hiding the true identity of me being his daughter, who he created and who he loved. And let me tell you something, God makes no mistakes about who he makes. God don't lie. He don't change his mind. Who he say you are is who you say you are. And I lost the memo, so he had to course correct some stuff. But God told me, and this was very, very clear to me as I sat and I was, just kind of feeling his presence. He told me, I'm the one who say you are because I know who I am. Now catch this. He said, you say who you are because you don't know me like you think you do. Took me to a whole nother level. It took me to a whole nother level. What I thought about God was how I thought about myself. I promised God that I would tell my story first in book form with all the lessons that God wanted me to teach me about him and myself. Can you guess what the name of the book is? Yep. At the Hands of Him, right? The link is in the description below, so you can get your copy. I'll put it all there. It'll be there for you. So, but anyway, now I get to share my story more through this At the Hands of Him ministry, and right here on this channel. And what I hope to do is that encourage women to face their challenges and trace the hand of God in every area of their lives. So now that you know a little bit about me and how At the Hands of Him, came to be, stay right here, because remember I said I would tell you who this is for, what you can expect, and of course your role. You have a role. And before I let you go, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Until next time, remember, everything you need is at the hands of Him.